Welcome back, you guys. This is 3 days on board the Disney Wish. So this is an hour of Disney Wish footage galore. I'll be giving you ship tours. I'm also going to give you a little explanation of our medical emergency scare. We actually had to utilize the Disney Wish's clinic, which is located on, I believe, deck number 1. Don't quote me on that. But that's the first time that we've ever had to utilize a ship's clinic before. So I have some key takeaways on this second sailing that we've done on the Disney Wish. And that is number 1 is purchasing the traveler's insurance. Now, when you're booking your Disney Wish cruise, they do give you the option to add that traveler's insurance on there. I have never been one to get traveler's insurance, and I've always bypassed it, but I feel like with kids, we have a toddler, a teenager, and a 1-year-old, which I guess is considered a toddler as well. And you really don't know things can happen. And I've learned that this trip more than anything. We actually had, our son had breathing problems. We don't know if it was allergy related or what, but he woke up one morning breathing heavily. We had to call from the ship's phone in our room, and they told us to come to the clinic immediately. So just so you know, to be able to be seen by the doctor, you do have to pay out of pocket. So your medical insurance back home is not going to cover any medical procedures out on sea. So that's number 1, why I think you should get traveler's insurance if you're able to. So basically, just to be able to see the doctor and for them to look over everything, that's going to be $186. Now, that's not something, obviously we knew you have to pay out of pocket, but we didn't know the price. So I feel like I should just throw that out to you guys, just so you're aware of how much it is to be seen on the medical. Now, obviously, I didn't record the clinic. I didn't record any of that because it was a scary moment for us at that time, and I didn't want to document something like that. But it's just an FYI. Then that does not include the treatments. So for instance, our son had to have a breathing treatment and some steroid medicine. So that's also out of pocket as well. Now, you do get reimbursed once you send that out to the insurance company that Disney provides. And that's maybe like a whole other video that I could make. But anyways, that's my key takeaway from this trip. Also, number 2, if you're traveling with kids, I highly recommend utilizing their babysitting services. So basically, we did It's a Small World nursery for my 3-year-old and our 1-year-old. And you're able to book, I believe, up to 12 hours throughout your whole stay on the ship, and you can do that ahead of time. You could book the hours that you choose on the app. I believe they open it up so many days before you're sailing, so I highly recommend that. That's my number 2 key takeaway to truly enjoy the Disney Wish. Of course, obviously you can enjoy it with your kids, but it's also nice to have that separate adult time to be able to do the adults only trivia, let's say, and you'll see that up in the video, coming up in the video, us doing the trivia, enjoying some Tiana beignets and whatnot. They do have a lots of adult only trivia, and of course they have, let's say, the Star Wars lounge during the adult only times. You have the adult only area where you can have your coffee, jacuzzi, the pool areas. And also, if you're traveling without kids, that's also something amazing that you can enjoy. So for those that say the Disney Cruise Line is only for kids and families, that is completely not true, because I saw so many adults by themselves enjoying it to the fullest, enjoying the characters and just the Disney experience all around. So Disney Cruise Lines is truly for anyone that just enjoys Disney and enjoys cruising and enjoys the islands, and that's combined all together. So as you can see here, this is the atrium area on board the Disney Wish. Now, I do have each of these videos separate. I have day 1 separate, day 2, day 3, and this is just for those that like everything combined and want to watch it, let's say like a movie style. For most of the video, I'm just going to sit back and let the music play. If you want a more narrated version I recommend going to those day 1, day 2, and day 3, and I will link those at the end of the video. Now, my third key takeaway on this trip was, if you have a day in Nassau on board the Disney Wish, if you've been to Nassau, Bahamas like us so many times, because we've gone on Disney Cruise Line, we've been at Nassau, we've gone on Royal Caribbean, been at Nassau. If you have experienced all that NASA has to offer, I recommend staying on board the Disney Wish while it is docked in Nassau. Reason being, the ship is not going to be as packed and you get to enjoy everything that the ship has to offer. So let's say you have the Aquamouse slide that you can go on. They have the splash pad area for the kids, and it's just things that I feel like you can enjoy more on a day that is docked at Nassau, rather than, let's say, the first day where you're trying to cram everything in. And then, of course, on the third day is Castaway Cay, at least for our sailing. And of course, we want to get off. We want to enjoy the characters at Castaway Cay, enjoy everything that Castaway Cay has to offer. So that would be my third takeaway for us on this cruise, would be to just stay on the ship when it comes time to be in Nassau, because you can truly just enjoy everything that it has to offer. Overall, here you go. You could see the room tour. We did have the ocean view room, which had the large portal. You do have the option of 2 smaller portals, and that's going to be a little bit cheaper, I believe, price-wise. Or you can have the large one. If you have littles and you're traveling with kids, I recommend getting that large portal, because it's so nice. They could just walk up and they can just put their face against the window and just see all the views. Overall, guys, I thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to take the time to like this video if you love my cruise videos, any of my videos in general. If you like all things Disney, travel, shopping, Disney shopping, take the time to hit that subscribe button. And as always, guys, stay magical.